Talk a little bit about some of the impact that sampling has made, with your clients. Let's talk a little bit about this customer acquisition mode and how that's been a big part of the Verb platform and a big part of success with the clients that we're working with.
Yeah, for me, I've seen clients that have embraced with a strategic approach, a sampling program, have seen really great results when it comes to acquiring new customers. It's a legitimate customer acquisition program, and we're seeing conversions anywhere ranging between, on the low end, 15, 18% to as high as over 50% for companies that are really dialed in and using it right. And for me, I like it because sampling. I mean, we just talked about the impact that social media has had, and sharing a sample on social media is a phenomenal way to create conversations and new leads coming out of the woodwork, like you mentioned. If done correctly, it's a great way to just continue that funnel of leads coming in. But for sure, sampling, with the follow-up experience that's in the app, personal touch follow-up, we've seen dramatic increases in conversion, and it's working. I mean, we've seen that over 1 million samples shared through our platform last year alone, and we're seeing dramatic success with a lot of our companies.
Yeah, I think the fun part for me is, 4 or 5 years ago when we started doing sampling, it was okay, how do we figure this out? How do we put the pieces together? And now, we've really built something that is just, all dialed in, firing on all cylinders. And I have one client that they talk about how they're getting 40% conversion. And, it's super successful in that way where they're focused on, little things like getting a prospect to pay for the shipping and handling, seeing double the conversion rates, and so it's been fun for me to see us dive in and see the things that really work and how effective sampling can be for customer acquisition, which we know is such a hot topic right now within the industry.
The other comment I would say for our clients across the board that have adopted a sampling program, the ones that are really killing it and doing well, I believe the reason why they're doing that is at a senior level. Those executives are slowing down long enough to understand the process and understand how it works, and then
100%.
incorporating that into their own strategy. And so I would just encourage all of you that are playing the role of a senior executive within your given company, unless you slow down to really understand it, get plugged into it, that will really help you guys as you're using a sampling program for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've seen, there's little best practices and things that we typically share. And clients who are giving a sample, for example, when someone signs up in the business, they give them 5 credits. And if you use them in the first week, you get 5 more. And there's little things that you can do to really drive that culture. And it's more so the behaviors, right? Where then if you give someone some success out of the gates, has a major impact on what they're doing. They can get a check quicker. And so I think when you can get those returns, you can really drive value out of that. We've seen sampling be really effective.